Hey everyone, it's Megan with the CraftyPlannerLovR here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be discussing all of my reading things for March and going through my reading goals and setup for April. If you guys missed the past few months in my reading planner, you guys can check out the reading planner playlist. It will be linked at the end of this video and in the description box below, along with discount codes and information for SweetTPlans, who I'm on a PR team for, and SerilynArt, who I'm also on a PR team for. All of that information will be linked there so you can see all of that. But let's go ahead and get to the different things that we have here for our April setup. So we have our SerilynArt dashboard. This is one of her new releases. It is beautiful. It is one of my favorite dashboards, and I thought it would be perfect for the month of April because she's laying in a field of flowers and reading, and it's just beautiful. So I have that one, and then for the deco for the month of April, I have this deco sheet from SweetTPlans. I thought it would be cute to use. I know I like to use SerilynArt and Designs by Mel, but I haven't been able to do my Designs by Mel order yet, so this was one of the things that I had in my stash, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's book themed, we have to get it. So I have that, and then I also have some extra read deco and washi just in case I need it. This is from her Read Deco Kit that used to be in her shop, and I thought this would be fun to use. And then for the pockets, we have a couple of different things. We have our Hello Spring journaling card from Shine Sticker Studio. This is a Poe Cherry Blossom little charm from Sweet Nana Shop. And then these are little I thought these would be cute for my pocket. These are from Simon's Cat, and I got these off of Temu, and I thought these were funny because April, you think April showers, May flowers, and then of course the month of April has Easter, so I thought these two would be fun for our deco. So let's go ahead and jump into the pocket deco, and then we'll talk about everything that happened in the month of March. So as you can see here, this is what we have for our pocket deco for last month, and we are just going to take everything out and put it all away so that we can have a clean slate for this month. Well, my hope that the Temu stickers would not stick to the pocket did not work, so unfortunately we'll have to cover that up, but that is okay. So let's go ahead and get this deco in. I think we're gonna stick. I'm okay if Star isn't poking up. I really just wanted to say Hello Spring because I think that is a fun little introduction for the month, and I can honestly keep it for May as well. And then I am going to take this paper clip. This is actually a SerilynArt paper clip that she sends with the stickers, or whenever you have a charm or a paper clip or something, and I'm actually just going to use that for putting in the paper clip here, the little clip here. Okay, and then I'm thinking we do this, or we could do that. I like that better. Yeah, because it covers this up a little bit nicer. So let's get these done on here. And honestly, this pocket deco is going to be done. It's very, very easy decoration for this month. I love that. That's so fun. Alright, so let's go into our month of March. So we're going to go into our monthly tab and flip over to March, and let's discuss all the books that I read so far in the month of March. So for this month, I was actually able to read quite a few books, and I'm very, very happy with that. Most of them I started at the beginning of March. As you can see, some of them I haven't quite finished yet because I am trying to take my time with them, and because I have needed to take a step back from like doing multiple books at once. So we have Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I am about halfway through that. I will be finishing it up in April, but we are going to keep a book review for Air of Fire because I want to have that. I started it in March, so I might as well keep it for the month of March. And then we have Gone by Michael Grant. I can show you book 2 because these are books I actually physically have. So this is book 2. This is Hunger by Michael Grant. And I actually really like these books. These were books that I read, like the first one at least, is a book I read in high school and I really loved it, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to reread them. So the reason why I'm not going to include Gone in the book review is because I've read it already, but I might do a book review on Hunger. Maybe. I haven't quite decided yet. Then we have book 2 in the Hello series by Kelsey Haas, Hello Fake Boyfriend. This is a very smutty book, so if you're not into smut, do not read it. Also, I haven't gotten into any smut with Air of Fire yet, so I think that one's a safe one. There was a little bit of like spice in the Throne of Glass book, and that I can remember, but I think that was it. Maybe it was also Crown of Midnight. There might have been a little spice in there, but it wasn't terrible. So those ones are probably safe. And you guys know the Bridgerton books probably have spice in them, so they're not like extremely bad, but they're, you know. So this is Eloise's story to Sir Philip with love. I am actually only about 15% into that book, but I'm still going to keep it in here for March as a book review for that, because I thought, you know what, this is part of the March books that I'm reading, so we're gonna have the Air of Fire book spread for this one, and then we're going to have To Sir Philip with Love for this one. You guys will be seeing my finally, because I finished my reading journal, you will be seeing my Onyx Storm book review over here from January. And then if you guys remember, in February I did read A Court of Silver Flames, so that book review will be done in this February dashboard soon. I just have to do it. So that is everything for March. Now we're going to go ahead and move into April. If you guys remember, I put the dashboard right here, and then April, and then I do my little book reviews as I go. So let's go ahead and get started with these. So the first thing I like to do is to put this in. So because this is a little bit bigger than the actual page, this is a B6 size, but I think it's a little bit bigger than an actual B6. I probably shouldn't have peeled that whole sticker up, but here we are making mistakes once again. So it might cut off a little bit of her hair, but I don't want to cut off any of the reading. So I'm going to try to align this properly. I think I did it. Yes, it literally will just barely keep her reading in there, so that's good. Okay, and then it only cut off a small amount of her hair, so that works out perfect. So let me trim this down and we will get started with this one. All right, that looks so beautiful. I'm obsessed. It's so perfect. Okay, now it's time for the reading, and yes, we are going to still use my reading washi tape. You guys are not probably surprised, but this is the reading washi tape we're going to use, and I am just gonna continue to be happy that I'm using this washi tape because I love it so much. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about my April book goals, because we actually have some this month, because I am very excited about the books that I'm going to be reading for this month, the books that I hope to read at least, and we're going to get into all of that. Let me just rip this. Okay, so let's begin by adding this washi right here. Just going to cover up the edges here. You guys know that I'm not going to be using this month's least favorites and the notes. I will keep this month's favorites. I'm not going to be using the rating because that's not important. I just need title, author, start, and end. And then this section with the books and stuff, I'm not really going to need specifically. This is the goal of books that I want to read and the actual, but everything else is going to be, we won't need that. So I'm actually going to, well, I was going to cover that up, but what we will do is we will do exactly what we did last month, And we will do some ripping. And then we'll just carry it over to this side. Just like that. Alright, and then I think, because we're actually going to use this is my reading log that I want to make sure I have, because I want to see how often I'm reading and what I'm reading and all that stuff. So I'm actually going to take this script and we're going to drag it down here like that. There we go. That is great. All right, now I want to add this deco. So I'm realizing that these are clear, so we might not be able to use these. We might actually have to use the deco here because they're clear, and I don't know. Let's just try it, right? Let's just try these two and see how it looks. I mean, I could probably still fit it in. You know what? We're not going to give up. We are going to try to fit but these two we can put in. So let's put this book here, and we will stick this one like that. Okay? And I think I really like just one more chapter. So we are going, come on, there we go. We're going to try and put it on here because I think this would be fun, like right there. So where's my whiteout? All right, that went on perfectly. I was very happy that that went there. So, okay, let's talk about my goals for this month while we are putting all of the rest of this in, because I decided that I am going to put, well, hold on. I will talk about it while I am making it not a clear sticker anymore. Because I think I'm going to put Book Travert here. Okay, so let's talk about my goals for this month. I want to read, okay, obviously, I want to read 4 books because that is my normal goal for, like, that's my average. And those books, like, what you're like, probably like, well, what books are you wanting to read? I obviously, and this is not the ones that I need to finish either, because, like, I need to finish Heir of Fire. So that's the one. And I can't remember what the next book is. Maybe it's Ash and Shadow or something like that. But I want to read the next book in the Throne of Glass series. So that's one book that I want to read in this month. I want to read Hyacinth's story for the Bridgerton books because I have to finish Eloise's. So that's book number 2, which is Hyacinth's story. I want to read, oh, what was the other book that I wanted to read? I have like 6. Oh, Quicksilver. I wanted to read the Quicksilver book because apparently it's really good and everyone keeps talking about it. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll read it, you know, like, might as well. So I need to move this over. It is not fitting well with everything. It needs to scooch just a smidge. So what was that? Book 3? Quicksilver was book 3. And then there's another book that I wanted to read. And I don't know if I'm going to get to it. But if I can get to it, then I will let you guys know. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Because honestly, it's a big question mark if I'm actually going to be able to finish that one. So far we have those 3. I need to figure out, I want something right here. And I'm thinking either bookmarks are for quitters or it's a good day to read a book. Let's do it's a good day to read a book. I guess we can like peel it off and see if it's gonna fit, you know. Will you fit? Yes, you will. Alright, so let's grab this. This is just sticker paper, by the way, in case you were wondering what it is. So I guess technically I have 6 books to read. because I have to finish Air of Fire and Eloise's story as well. So that's my goal. That's what I hope to read. So I'm going to put that in my goal section up here. I'm going to put 6 books. And, well, no, I'm going to put 4. Sorry, I'm going to put 4 books because that is the goal, is to read 4. And to finish the other ones. So, do you guys have any book goals for April? Do you even have book goals? I used to not have any book goals. And I have been really getting into reading since, honestly, this past year. So I thought, you know what, we're going to try out a reading journal, and it is actually keeping me really accountable because I feel really bad when it's empty. So I think, honestly, I highly doubt that I'm going to fill it all up, so we can just put it there. This looks a little crowded right here, this section. So let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so let's do this pair of glasses. I just felt like it needed a little bit more deco, you know? It just felt empty. And then we have 2 quills. So let's do this darker one because this darker one just feels like it fits better. There we go. Where do we want the quill though? Over here? Okay, let's put it over there. So we'll move Book Travert right here and put the quill there. And you know what? We are going to grab this stack of books and coffee and put it there. And I think we are going to put maybe this bookmark right here, because I think I can fix it to where it's going up instead of to the side. There we go. See, I fixed it. Now it's going upward instead of to the side, and that makes it better. Okay. I feel like that's probably good. Oh wait, we can add, hold on, hold please. Do I want to though? I was trying to say we can add one of these florals. You know what? We are going to, because I can move the quill and ink over. Can move it over to right here. Put that back. And then we'll do this set of florals here. And we'll put that right here. There we go. What do we think? I like it. I think it's cute. Alright, let me punch the holes in this and then we will be good and we can go ahead and finish this up. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty this is. Oh, this looks amazing. I love this. Can you see it? Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Alright everyone, that is it for this month in my reading planner for the month of April. I hope you guys liked this. I had so much fun decorating it and I think it's so cute. I also love the differences between all of my reading planners. So like you have wintry, then you have a kind of like Valentine's-y look, and then you have just a normal reading one, and then you have this one, and it's so cute and fun. I absolutely love it, and I think it is just, it makes me so happy and like smiley to see all of my fun reading things all in one. If you guys like this video and you want to see more from me, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and check out the description box below for all the various playlists related to this planner and related to any crafting things that I share. I have all of them in different kinds of categories, so you can check them out if you're interested. Don't forget to check out SerilynArt and SweetTPlans. They will be linked in the description box below, so you guys can check out their shops, their discount codes, and all that fun stuff, and give them all the support and love you can. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, craft on. Bye guys!